Okay. You're live, I guess. Okay. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Here we are again on our monthly meeting here at Sun Ballast, well known already for its mounting system, the ideal mounting system for PV panels on flat roofs.
Hello.
My name is Elon. I will be your host for today, and I'm not alone. Here with me is my colleague from sales department, Erald. Hello, everyone. So let's see just a second. Let's do a check if everybody can hear us. I see that people are coming. So, okay.
Just wait a couple of minutes like that.
A couple of minutes so they can come. So, okay, people arriving. I can say, Earl, that for all those that are attending our webinars on a regular basis, they already know that we treat different topics.
Correct.
Every month. And in fact, this time I'm happy because we will be talking about a topic that is very important. And it's a service that is well appreciated by all our clients, right? We will be talking about the technical report.
Correct. Yeah. To be honest, I mean, we touch this subject every time we talk, but we never go like in full details. Of course, we explain what Sun Ballast technical report contains, everything that you receive whenever we do a project for you. But today we're going to go a bit more deeply, and together we will see how simply will be after us explaining what you're going to have on the technical report. So it will be even easier for you whenever you're going to receive the technical report from us to explain it to your customer.
Yeah, exactly. So before we dive into the presentation, let me say to you that you can find our brochure in the handouts here. You can download it. And for all those that probably something might come up during the webinar and they have to leave earlier, the webinar is live, so it's being registered. And as soon as we are done, you will receive the registration by mail.
Sure.
Okay, and if you have any question during the webinar, no worries, just drop it to the chat option here and we will answer to you shortly.
Yeah. All right. Everyone can hear us clear. You guys, can you please just write in the chat? You can just give us a thumbs up if the audio is okay, and we can proceed, I guess.
Yeah. So if they can confirm that they see us, they hear us, we can proceed. Okay. I see. Okay. Hi, Peter. Okay.
Hi, Peter. Thank you for sending me the details. Huh?
Are you writing something?
Yeah, we just spoke today.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then I guess we are good to go.
Yeah.
Perfect. So let's go on the first part of the presentation. In fact, Errol, to start this, when I saw this this photo, it came up to my mind. You know, the times that we used to do the presentation for the first time, and we always came up with a question from clients. It's just a ballast.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's tell them that it's not just a ballast. So what is this ballast made of?
Yeah, for all of you that you already use some ballast on your project, you already know that our ballast itself plays the double role, right? As a support for your panel, also as a ballast, as a weight for it, right? So you don't need to actually purchase or get additional accessories or extend the project with different rails or other structures in there. So the ballast itself will do the job for you. Of course, with the help of the clamps that we provide and the rubber mats, and you have the installation finished.
So no foam,
nothing.
Nothing.
And we try to simplify it as possible, and this is the result what you guys been using so far. So to go in more detail to see that what's inside the part of the ballast, you notice that whenever you purchase the ballast, you have already some pre-inserted M8 bushing inside, right? So this is the view. Let's say this is one of the views that we want to share with you. There are two M8 bushing inside.
Yeah.
So M8 stands for the dimension, the M8 millimeters, right? That you can use the screws to add it inside. They are already pre-inserted with electroplating, which you can see on the bottom, which this plays a really good role because in order it does not pop out, right? In case you're going to use the clamp and you can try to carry the ballast from the clamp, you can carry it together with the ballast. If this electroplate was not inside, that would be very difficult because with the weather condition and everything else, sometimes the bushing might pop up and go outside. It could be even with the wind, right? If it was a heavy wind and the panel was inserted, we could just take it out with the screw. Another part that is inside of the ballast is the internal steel bar that we have on all our system, on all our topologies of the ballast that we produce. The steel bar is already inside. As I know, for Easy West system that we're going to complete, I think it is double. Yeah, double steel bar inside. And the best thing of it is like not drilling, right? So you don't need to do any modification to the roof or to the ballast, right? All the necessary things that you need to do to the ballast, you have it already with it. The pre-inserted M8 bushing, you have the holes also on the back of the ballast, which can help you to connect another accessory that we have. So yeah, of course, that plays a really significant role on the roofs because sometimes I had a question this week actually. On Monday, a client, actually one of our distributor asked me, this is very funny because he asked me, can you please provide me a 3D view of a building where you can use a mounting system which you drill on the roof and using Sun Ballast system. So all he wanted to see is like to see the warmth that keeps inside is that I don't remember the name of how you call it. It's a geostatic guide that gives you that. Then you can see on a 3D view how warm can be the house because even the holes, whenever you make it on the roof, it will affect on the building or house or whatever it is. So that's the beauty of the ballast that you don't need to penetrate in the roof in order to make it more resistant. The ballast itself is heavy and it's created or is patented for those conditions, right? To stand wind loads, to stand heavy loads.
And that's why our slogan lately is made to last.
Yeah, correct.
So, we can say it's ready to use, nothing to drill, no ballast, nothing to drill on the roof. So easier than this, I don't think there is.
Even the material itself, I mean, it comes from a very premium quality C32, which reaches C40 strength class of the concrete, right?
So we have.
Yes, Peter.
Yes.
Just to reply to your question. All right, let's move.
I guess we are okay on this part. So it's very easy to install by default and nothing to drill. So let's proceed with the second slide. If nobody has any other question in this part of the webinar, we can proceed. So being specialized in flat roof cerals, absolutely that it helped us to create a lot of models, right? So we are dedicated to flat roofs and based on even on the requirements of the market, we had to came up with different solutions during the years, right? So we started from the single row connect sail, and then based on the dimensions of the panels on the market, we had to come up with new solutions as well.
Of course, you have to adjust. Like with the time, you have to adjust with all the requirements that are in there. And just let me add this, Elo. Sun Ballast, we say this often, but we do not sell ballast, we sell systems, right?
Yes.
So any project that you receive from us, it was one of our systems. And now this is the list of the system that we have so far. Until January 2025, we count 8 types of system, and those 8 types of system are with over 40.
More than 40.
Yeah.
Exactly. And before we start with each system, I think we can do a question to our audience, right? So you will see a question right now. So we want to know, what do you do? So are you a designer, an installer, a distributor, or an EPC company? What do you do?
You may just click on the screen.
Screen, yeah.
Then we will share the results with you.
Okay. Actually, we have a mixed public here. Okay, let's wait just a couple of seconds to close it. Ah, okay.
So yeah, I think
I can close it. Okay. So let's share the results.
We are on an equal range with 33% designer, installers, and distributors. So yeah, well, it's good. It's a good thing, right? So we have a mixed, mixed public, and that's actually the reason why we do the webinars, to get everyone, right? We don't want to have only our distributors in there or only our installers, right? There are specific webinars that we host where we invite our webinars live with us to do it. But having designers and different installers, even from those who never used Sun Ballast before, is good to get some more information.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you for your answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's continue, I think, with the first system.
Yeah, so it's the single row system. It's one of the first one that we have always used in Sun Ballast. It's very simple. It's very fast. It's the perfect solution when we have a lot of obstacles on the road, right? That's why we say it's a versatile system. We have a wide range of inclinations here from 3 to 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have different options in this case. And what can we say as for single row system?
For a single row, to be honest, it's a very common solution. It's a very common solution for us, because a lot of our clients, they choose to have this system for different reasons, and those reasons you mentioned a few, like versatility of the system itself. You can move the panels around. You don't have fixed distance from panel to panel. You can avoid shading. You can avoid like high trees or high building, moving them or orientating them in different. So, for example, you might have a project oriented all in south, and then you don't have enough space, and you have a little space, or you can orient it southeast or something like that. With single row, it's very simple to do that, right? Because it's up to you how much space you want to keep from the panel, where you want to place it, and we can say that it can be used on different types of roof material.
Exactly.
Right? Another thing is like this system, you find it on different weights as well. So you can have it with 30 kilograms, you can have it with 40, you can have 45, you can have it with 50. Depends on the type of roof that you have. Our agent will always suggest you the perfect solution.
Yeah, exactly. The technical department, and based on we'll explain that later. How do we do all the considerations based on? So what I'm showing you here is in our website. You have the installation section where you can see all the installations done, a part of them, not all of them, done with our system. So just by choosing here the system, you can see the some of the systems, not all of them. And you can see the installations done, realized in different, and you can even choose the country.
Yeah, from where you are, you can see the installation at your area, or you could go to the areas close by, countries nearby. I have to say that our marketing department receives daily, like I don't know, like hundreds probably pictures from different solutions, and we try to satisfy everyone. So we can publish on our webpage, on our socials. In here, to be honest, it's not posted everything. It's just a little part of the installation that we decided to post, but whoever has really nice installation done with our policy, please feel free to share.
Always suggest all our clients to go and see the project,
Right.
so they can get an idea of how the system, how the plant might come. Okay. So now we can proceed with the second system, the Connect system.
Yes, a Connect system before was our baby system. We used to call it like this because when it came in the market, the idea of creating this type of structure that was a bit different from the single row and from the sale, we thought that even for the customer would be a bit weird, because they said that to place 2 panel, I need 3 ballasts. I mean, it seems a lot, right? But whenever we installed it or everyone purchased this type of system, they were really happy. The reason why this system was made was to generate a less load in the roof, right? That was one of the main things for Connect, and to withstand, of course, very high winds areas. In case you go over 30 or 40 meters per second, which is like very rare to go on 40, but up from 20 to 30 and 35, Connect is one solution that can be used for it, especially when you're talking about south oriented, because the Connect you cannot do is fast. Yeah, it is designed specifically for this type of south orient, and you can place the panels on a horizontal post. We have only one solution where we can place the panels on vertical, which is the 10 degree Connect that we have. Can support any type of panel. Let's say like 90% of the panel can be connected with Connect system. Of course, talking about the large panel, we discuss a bit later. Yeah. What are the extra accessories that might be needed for Connect? The weight.
In fact, when you think you cannot have them both, even high resistance and even low load on the roof. So it was a bit difficult to have both these advantages in one system.
Yeah, I mean, like whoever used it before, yeah, they know why we say this advantages for the system, right? So when I say low loads, it means that you in the beginning you have 3 types of ballast. You might think that it's too heavy, right? Considering the weight of each ballast and Connect, like 23, 25, 30, depending on the inclination that you want for Connect. Whenever we do the calculation, it will go roughly 20-25 kilograms per square meter, which is
including the panel.
Correct. Yeah, this is always including the panel. And considering 25 kilograms per square meter is something that is acceptable for any type of roof, even though it's old roof or it's new building can withstand this load. So this is from the experience, from the feedback that I get from the client.
Yeah, and the weight is distributed in all the rooms, so it does.
The only thing is that you cannot fix the distance from with Connect, because the central ballast, the middle ballast, will do the measurement from panel to panel. They could go with 10 degrees, they go 67 to 70 centimeters. Then the higher you go with inclination, the further distance you need. One thing that I'd like to mention for Connect is that lately, but this is fresh and we still haven't made it public, our Connect system has come with new design. So for those who used it before, you know that the ballast has some tooth on top of it. So now with our Connect system, there is no tooth. So what role the tooth was playing is that will allow you to have a certain dimension of the panel, right? So if whenever we do a project, you get the dimension of it, and if you would see that the width of the panel was more than that, we would suggest another system.
Yeah.
Now, without the tooth being on the ballast, you can accommodate even a larger panel, and this is way better, because before was not.
It doesn't stop you.
Correct. It doesn't stop because you can move more. You can leave more space on the central ballast, and then you can just the dimension of the central can be moved a bit further, allowing you to place another panel. So this is really good, especially for a few clients of mine personally, which they had this issue with the toothing, and now that is without it, the calculation are still the same to prevent all the wind loads in the area. Everything is the same that was before and allows you to place different types of panels.
Perfect. Okay, then, and it comes with different inclinations.
5, 15, 10, 20. With 30 degree, we still have the two. This could be measured 2 degrees. Yeah, 2 degrees, considering that it is a very high inclination, using on a flat roof. Special occasion we have when we have to use 30 degrees. It's not that is a common inclination. It's very rare. But the good thing is it's mandatory because 30 might require additional accessories as well, more than the 15, more than 10, and more than 5.
So to sum up, it consists of 3 pieces.
Correct.
The frontal, the central, and the terminal ballast. You can add central ballast as much as you need.
Yeah.
But you have only one frontal and one terminal ballast to end the system. It is all united. Yeah, that's why it's called Connect, and it is very high resistant without overloading the roof.
Yeah.
And I guess we said enough for the Connect system. If guys, in this webinar, the topic is about the technical report, so we will go shortly with the systems. But you can find webinars in our webinar section in the website if you want to get some more information regarding each system. Yeah. Okay. So going with the sales system, the sales system is the best solution when you have the minimum space on the roof, but you need the maximum energy from the plant. It comes up in 2 inclinations, just 5 degree and 10 degree. Yeah. 5 degree goes up to 6 consecutive rows, and 10 degree up to 3. Right? It can be used in landscape and portrait in both options. And that
there's slightly change on this as well, because before we could do vertical only with one inclination. Now we do it with both.
Yeah, because for all those who know Sun Ballast earlier, we had 11 option. Yeah. Now we have 10 degree, and you can use it in landscape and portrait, both options. Okay, that's
for sale. I have to say that it's, like you mentioned, it is good for limited space whenever you have very small areas, garage and this. But that doesn't mean that you cannot use sail on big projects. I mean, we've done even sail on special configuration, right?
Yeah.
With using all the ballast. Or another advantage is like knowing that has 6 consecutive rows with 5 and 3 with 10 degrees. The last ballast, actually, they are very high, and those can play a really nice role whenever you have a lot of obstacles on the roof, or whenever you have like high parapets. You can use them as single row as well. Yeah. So that's the beauty of the sail. You don't need to order. If we say sail, you don't need to order. You're not forced to order 6 ballast to do the sail, and you can order the first 3 or the last 3 ballast according to the space you have.
I confirm.
Yeah.
So in case I see, in fact, in Germany, Austria, because they do a lot of twin roofs, right?
Right.
And they tend to use higher ballast.
They prefer to use the high ballast. I mean, they want to get use of the space also wherever the system is. They can use that advantage to use the space for different reasons. So
exactly,
they prefer to do that.
So as Errol mentioned, specified, you don't need to buy all of the sales system. You can even start from the 3rd row and finish to the 6th one. It depends on the requirements of the projects always. Okay, so now let's jump to NoFlex.
Yeah, NoFlex been launched last year, right? Last year, I think beginning of last year, end of 2022,
2 years.
Yeah, something like that. NoFlex came as actually we wanted to, because there was this transition, there was this change of the panels, right? So it jumped so quickly from standard to large panels. Like we went from 1.7, from 1.8 or 1.9 up to 2, then they came 2.2, 2.3. Now we are at 2.4, which a lot of customers, they come with really big panel. So why NoFlex? NoFlex was It's our system. We have it on patent on this one, and what consists is that it's easy, can be part of both of our system, even single row, even with connect system. So NoFlex itself will allow you to add another central ballast on panel. We suggest you use NoFlex only if your panel is over 2 meters long.
Yeah.
Right? So, like in theory, we say that if the panel is over 1.9 meters, then because after 1.9 there is no more goes directly to 2. If the panel is the length is 1903, let's take example. Sometimes it's mandatory to use it. Sometimes we can check the installation manual of the panel, and let's say that it's not we don't need to use it. What consists NoFlex is a central ballast will be added in the panel and will come the place, right? How you can connect it. So the connection in this type of system will be done from the long side of the panel. If with connect and single row we are clamping from both on short side, with NoFlex we will connect on the long side of the panel. So 2 junction plate will be added on each ballast. Here. Yeah, on each ballast. Doesn't matter if it's connect, even if it's a single row, but the difference is the plate itself is different for connect and different for
because of the tip that you mentioned.
Yeah. So for connect we have the L-shaped plate, and for NoFlex we have the I-shape, and that will allow you will be added 2 end clamps for it extra, and will connect, and it's very
6 fixing points.
Yeah, correct. It will be from 4 to 6 fixing point, and using NoFlex is using something that will never die, right? So you can place that one.
It's the best technique.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, perfect. And for landscape.
Okay.
For the vertical portrait option, we have other solutions.
Yes.
Zero degree.
Yeah, it's our system, a flat ballast, right, without inclination from the name, 0 degree. Very flexible ballast as well. Can go on the category of the single row systems. But why we separate it is because 0, especially lately, it's been used a lot on big commercial buildings. And those buildings who are like built under with corrugated roofs, and then they have some different layers on top of it, which can withstand weight.
Yeah.
They have a limit of can withstand weight, but the only thing is that they have some slopes, right? So majority of these commercial buildings, they come with 2, with 3, with 4 degree slope, right? So in order to get the inclination they want, or in case we go over 5 degrees, which we do not suggest using a ballast system on 5, 0 degree we think is the best solution to use it for it, because it has an inclination. The roof itself will do the inclination for you. If you have a 5 degree roof, you have a 5 degree ballast. We give you 0, automatically it will go 5 degrees. 5 degrees from that. The 0 comes different weight. We don't have it only in one weight. We have it on 30 kilograms. We have it on 60 kilograms, and we have even one which is even higher, right? Yeah, correct. So I definitely suggest it, especially for big projects, or even if there are small residential ones and you don't want them to be seen from far, or you don't want your neighbor to see that you place panel and he'll get jealous. You can use 0 and you can hide it under your roof. But very practical.
Slightly inclined.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So the Mono XL system. The Mono XL system, in fact, was created when we saw this trend of panels that were getting bigger and bigger. It is the vertical positioning of the panels. It comes up in 2 solutions, the 5 degree and 10 degree,
Yes.
5L and 10L. L stands for large.
Correct.
Already all our clients know that. So like all our system, it's very fast, it's adjustable, you can move it. Yeah,
you can shift it everywhere in the room without any problem. I mean, it's one of our heaviest ballasts, I have to say, right? This is 70 kilograms, and 70 kilograms play actually a really nice role whenever you want to install on vertical, because it might seem heavy, but it's not, because using
Another system,
another system, you're definitely going to have to add weight on it, right? And using just a single ballast and using a large panel, which will require additional accessories. Let's say in the no-flex case that you had additional ballast. If you go on vertical, using 10 degrees or using 5 degrees, you have it easy. You can install it there, and of course, you can play also with distance with it, right? So you can, in order to prevent the shading, you can move the panels from
just like the single system.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And to move on, we have the industrial Excel system because, in fact, the trend was even on large plants, industrial roofs. So we came up with a solution even in this case.
Actually, we have something, it's funny because like we explain it and then there are customers that comes to us and say, okay, it's heavy, right? So if I get this type of question, I have a system to give to them, right? So if he comes to me and tells me mono Excel 5 degrees on vertical is heavy, I can give him industrial Excel.
Yeah.
Right. So I think for every question, that's why Sun Ballast is in the market, right? It's like to have and to help you guys with all the problems that you might face. And industrial is let's say a mutant system of connect, as you can see, because it has also, this one has 3 ballasts, but yeah, correct. In specific case where connect has been used 10 degrees on vertical with standard panel, we could not use it with large panels.
Yeah.
We came up with the 5 industrial panel from the name industrial, made specifically for large industrial buildings and for large panels, right? So it's very strong, very resistant to different types of wind areas on each country that you are. For those areas who have really have a snow loads, 5 degrees probably could be something that is not a good inclination, but it's being on orientated in vertical. It helps a lot for the snow to fall, not to stay on the panel.
Yeah.
So it's really good.
And this it's a very cost-effective system that we have seen for. We have done some.
Even with this, the weight goes 30 kilograms. Yeah, 30 kilograms per square.
Because like Connect is distributed in all the roof, and it's very light for the roof. Okay, and it comes up with only 5 degrees.
Yeah, only 5 degrees we have.
Okay, perfect. And the last one that was designed and created in our technical department is our Easy West system. Yeah, it's one of the systems we launched last year. It's the baby system. Yeah, this is the baby now. So we launched it during the Intersolar in Munich. So for all of you who have used East-West orientation, Easy West is the same thing, right? It's an East-West orientation. We call it Easy West. It has a very picky name because we're going to tell you why it's so easy to play this. It's designed, as you can see, from all the 7 systems that we have in there, the ballast of Easy West, they are placed differently, right? So if we are placing the ballast always on vertical, now we see that the ballasts are placed on horizontal. Is the first system. Correct. So Easy West itself, it consists 2 types of ballast. Is the low ballast and the high ballast. So we call it valley and peak. Both of them, they come with weight of 30 kilograms each. 28. Yeah, like when we the thing is, like, you can use all the type of panels, right, from 1.7 to 2.4 meters long on it. If you use a large panel over 2 meters, if you have an east-west orientation, we definitely would suggest you, not me, but everyone with some ballast, would suggest you to go on Easy West system, because not all of the accessories will be added. They will not be needed for a no-flex. They will not be needed for any additional U blocks or anything else. So only the ballast you have in there will do your job. Right, so that means the weight in the roof having east-west orientation, considering that east-west could be one of the heaviest system, not only with our
ballast, but even without the structures, because the panels are very close to each other and has more weight. With Easy West, we reach to 25 kilograms per square meter.
Even less.
Yeah, sometimes 20 could be occasionally in different areas, it could be 25, 30 or 30 kilograms. Plus is acceptable.
So the project.
Yeah, and as I mentioned in the beginning, Easy West Ballast has a double pre-inserted iron bar inside, right?
Sure.
So that makes the system even more resistant. The shape itself from the peak ballast has a toothing in the middle, which will allow you to accommodate the panel that you are placing on south and the panel that you oriented in west, east and west. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So the toothing itself will do the role. The same is for the valley one. Even the valley has a tooth in the whole area of the ballast. Of course, even this one is. You can play with it, you can remove, you can add panels according to the obstacle that you have on the roof. It's not an issue. It's not an issue for it. Lately we developed a few projects with this one. They were all like over 200 kilowatt installation, and the feedback I got from the clients were like the simplicity that had this project, and it looked also very clean, very neat in the roof. And one thing that has as accessory extra from the other seven system is the plant.
Yeah.
The power plant that we use for this system, specified and designed for this type of ballast for the Easy Bus. Of course, plays a lot of other advantages. Probably we can share it. Yeah, for the electrical part and for the grounding, it makes the job easier than before, right? So the clamp itself is designed with two tooths whenever you're installing it, and that will adenine the whole frame of the panel, allowing you to create the electrical part. And with the jumper wire, you can connect 4 to 6 panels. If before you'd use like several jumping wires to go from panel to panel, since this is being connected in this specific case that we have here 2, 4, 6, 8 panel, it will require only one jumping wire to connect the whole 6 panels that are in there, and you can do the grounding.
So easier for all installers.
Right.
Okay, then I guess we are good to go. We saw the models that we have, the systems that we have. We didn't go in details for each one of them. If you have any question, just feel free to ask. And now we can jump on the next slide. Okay. For all those who don't know, we are in the market since 2012. We started everything in Italy, and we expanded our work in Europe. And lately, 2 years now, we are in Florida as well. Last year, we are in Algeria, right?
Tunisia,
yeah.
Yeah, we are expanding on 3 continents, let's say. Like we took the European continent, we went to American continent, and we opened the African continent as well in Tunisia. They started producing as well, covering all the countries nearby, making it easier the job for them to have our ballast on their roof. So what we sold, what we had, Ilona will explain now. Just tell us how many ballasts we sold from 2012.
Plus more than 5,500,000 ballasts in these years, more than 50,000 PV systems supported, or more than 1.26 gigawatt power sustained by all these projects, and we reached more than 30 countries.
Correct. With all these countries, some of them, the majority of them, they are our distributors, which they have their ballast on stock in their warehouses. In case you'd like to submit your project to us or to the closest distributor you have the contact details on all our social and web page, and you can find the contact details to them.
Exactly. Perfect. So now let's go directly to the topic. When we started the webinar, we told to all of you that we would be talking about the technical report. And it is a service that is well appreciated by all our clients, right? And but most of them doesn't know that there is some information required by our technical department in order to prepare that technical report, right? So what would need technician in order to prepare that technical offer? The first one would be the system location, right?
Right. There are some simple details that all the agent will ask the client whenever they want to install. So the system location that you mentioned earlier is very important because according to the coordinates or the address that you provide us, we can do the calculation regarding the wind loads in the area or the snow load in that event. So that plays a very significant and very important role whenever we want to continue with the technical report.
Okay, so based on the location, because there are cases, for example, when we have a system that is going to be installed near the sea, there are some information that should be always told to our technician in order to give you the perfect solution. Before we go with the next one, I forgot to mention that we have a team of technicians of already 20.
Yeah.
Okay, that they do this job all day, okay, each day. And trust me, they will give you the perfect, not just the technical solution, but the economic solution as well.
Yeah.
Because we can give you an option that might be okay for the technical part, but that when you have to buy it, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
So the second one, the height of the building.
Yes, height of the building and height of the parapet as well plays a very significant role whenever we want to do the technical report. According to the height of the building, we can see, our technician can see like how much ballast we need to place on. If you consider like a roof that has a 5 meters height and a building that has 30 meters over height, of course there will be changes on our technical report. We might add or we might remove ballast according to the height of it. Of course, the parapet plays also a big role because if we are installing closer to a building that has no parapet at all, it might be more risky for the panel to be affected by wind, right? So as long as you have a high parapet, the system will be more protected. And this parapet and height is something that is required for any type of mounted structures in there. So yeah, it's definitely something that we ask you whenever we develop the report.
Yeah, in fact, even by the fact that our system, our ballast is not fixed on the foot, so we need to make sure to be as resistant as possible. And the next information that is really necessary to know is the module type.
Yes, we mentioned that with our ballast we can use the let's say like 99% of the panel, as long as they are not frameless. Let's say that they don't have a frame. There will be only the thin glass of 0.7 millimeters. With those, we cannot place it in contact directly with the ballast. It will require special accessories, special clamps for it, using profiles and everything else to make the system. But with the panel that we have frame, we can use all of that. So what are the dimensions that our ballast accepts? We mentioned 1.7 meter, which now is the standard panel in the market. The one that were before 1.6, though they are disappearing. There are a few of those who have remaining those panels that they had in our house. So we receive 1.7 up to 2.4 meters. And why is necessary, right? So we mentioned that every type of system, we do different calculations, right? East-west orientation, we do different calculations. On south-oriented, different one. Using a panel which is over 2 meters long, we might suggest you a ballast that can support like industrial itself, monofila, really.
Yeah, similar.
So those are the things that we need to know, right? We have large panel, we suggested this system. We have small panel, we'll give you another one. So that's why it's necessary for us to know what is the model type.
Yeah, having 40 models, absolutely. If you tell us the model type, we will give you the system that's better with the panel. Okay. And what do we need else? We need the site plan.
Of course, having if you want to have a detailed layout from our side, definitely we'll need to know the dimension of the roof whenever we always can play and we can get it from Google Maps. If we have the coordinates, we can go. But to be more precise, it would be better if the client would share the dimension of the roof or having a layout made by their engineers or from their designers that they designed already the system on the roof. So if we have it, that it makes us the job 50% easier. If we don't have it, we don't have to play with layout. Then we send the report comes back and says, no, but we have to remove 2 panels or we have to add 2 more, right? If we have the final designs from it, it's really good and will make the job for us very good.
Exactly. So now I'd like to ask you a question, in fact. So do your structure suppliers provide you with a free technical report with wind load and roof load calculations? So yes, always, only for a fee, or no, never. So answer to this question.
Yes, there are specific cases when different manufacturers will provide you with the quote.
Yeah.
There are other manufacturers that will provide you a technical report for a fee, like you're saying.
Yeah.
There are some others, like us or other structures, because we are not the only one, right?
Yeah.
There are even others that they provide the technical report. Could be a simple one, could be a more detailed one. Yes.
So I see. Okay. Good that you are one of those that for free. So I guess in 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna close this poll and I will share the result with you. So we have only 33% yes, always, and 67% of them say that only for a fee.
Yes, I would like to add that those 33% that they are with yes always, probably they have involved also those who use the softwares.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of manufacturers for mounting system, they have their own software as well, like we do. Like we do have our own, and they can do it by their own, adding all the details that we mentioned. You could create your own layout and you could do it by yourself. One part of those, right? There are the other part that can directly the manufacturer or those who have the system will provide it to you personally, or a distributor in the area will give you the technical report. There are some others, like 67%, that if you want a proper detailed report, they will tell you that this is has a small fee which you have to pay in order to get it. Because I think this is something to target the client and to make him stay with you. Right, so if I have a project and I'll pay 500 euros for it, right, to you as a supplier, the manufacturer. No, but I mean, I'll pay you 500 euros, but you make the whole job not to push me away because I have already paid this, and you have inside you have a certainty that this guy will come with me. Yeah. Right. So you made me pay, and now I'm gonna stick with you. I'm not gonna spend 500 euros with you and go and order another one. So Sun Ballast does this thing for free, right? So we give you the technical report, then we come back to you with feedbacks. We give you a phone call back, we give you a mail back, and we ask you like, what's the situation? How's it going? Do you need more support? So this is something that
it is free.
And yeah, exactly. This is also free.
You get it.
I'm going to start charging probably. First.
Okay, so now let's jump here. Yeah, let me hide the poll and then
check it in.
Okay. Let's see if we have any other question.
Click on that, the orange one.
Here.
Oh.
Not.
All right.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we said the information required by the technical department in order to prepare the technical report. The most necessary information is the system location, the height of the building of the parapet if there is present, the model type with dimension, brand, and model, and the site plan.
These are the general characteristics that we need, the details that we need in order to provide a full technical report.
Perfect. So soon as your client gives you all this information, what is he getting?
He'll get a phone call from me telling them that your report is ready, and in that report will be included the site plan that we do, like with our technician do it, the design of it can come on PDF format, can come on a CAD drawing as well on DVG format. So according that as you want it, we can provide it to you in both ways. In there, it will be included the BOM, like includes all the tools, all the balance that is required, and the number of accessories, clamps, rubber mats, everything that we add according to the project. Then you'll have, like I said, the site plan, like the layout of it. Under, you'll have the load impact, right? How heavy is the system on your roof? It could be 20, it could be 30, depending on the type of system that you're using. Calculated, like you mentioned, ballast plus panel, right? We can calculate the whole area where affected by the whole system, or we can take specific areas where is the heaviest one and take that as the consideration that if in here is 30 kilograms per square meter, it has extra ballast. That means that in the other part will be even less than that because there is no other ballast. You understand? So under will be the wind calculation or the wind load calculation according to the address that you guys provided us. Coordinates, we will give you a speed reference of the wind in the area. Our technician, I think they go with Lubal. The Lubal is used to get the wind reference for the area. We always try to do if let's say we are in region India and we have a wind reference 22 net meters per second. Our technician try to add ballast that they can support over 25. Right, so your system can be safe. In case there is like occasionally heavy winds and all that.
And we don't deliver if it's not verified.
Correct. So it's mentioned in there that we even mark the putting color whenever it's verified. It is verified by us. If it's not verified, we'll inform the client before and tell them that we cannot verify. We can choose another system. If we want to change it, like we can go on a lower inclination, we can go different orientation depending on the type of the project.
Or you can add accessories in order to increase the weight. Okay, and the last one?
The verification. The stability that, okay, we're going to verify for you. We're going to make sure that you guys, this project, you can install it without any problem. Of course, every project purchase will have the static engineers in the area that will do the final verification from the manufacturer, in this case, Sun Ballast, going to that, because we know that doing an installation, the first step is choosing the structure. By choosing the structure, choosing the panel, then you go to the installation and the electrical part in the end, where you're going to finish your project. It is very important, right? The mountain structure plays a very important role for it. I've seen in different events or fairs that I've been attending, I've seen some mountain structures created by homeowners or somebody who was private that was doing only for his house, right? Like nothing against them, like I don't want to say anything bad, but I mean, in case of, you never know, like the tornadoes and everything, like one day you're going to wake up and you're going to see any panel in your house. This is something that's why we try to be very specific on each detail that we have in order to verify it.
So all our system are tested on the wind tunnel.
Yes.
Are verified.
Yeah, all of them are tested, and all of them, according to the system, can withstand different wind loads.
Yeah. And we always give you the free technical report.
We do give a technical report from us, from our technician, which is verified from us. For those of clients that want to have more detailed report, we can go to our technical director and ask him to get a stamped version from Sun Ballast, where we're gonna stamp it for you. Yeah, why not?
Perfect. Okay. So I guess we are okay.
I don't know about you, but I'm done.
You have a lot of offers to prepare. I guess I need to leave you to go.
I think it's more than enough. I think we've been like around an hour together, and everyone wants to go to their job, and we want to thank you like always. I mean,
absolutely.
you guys take care and listen very carefully, do question everything. I want to mention that for those who didn't have the chance to attend,
or
Yeah.
had to leave or couldn't be attentive
Yeah.
to this webinar, you can see it at your convenience because we will send you the registration.
yeah,
And if any of you would like to ask an offer already, so they can send an email
yeah,
or they can give us a call and you can discuss further about the project. And if you have any question or you'd like to see any system in particular, you can always contact us. On our website, you have all the details, or you have even the top option
yeah.
if you need any document, any certification.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anytime you need something, you know who to contact. Here you have our contact details. For sales consultants, you can write to commercial@sunballast.com, or to reach directly, you can write to
My name,
Yeah.
sunballast.com. Have a technical,
Yeah,
and marketing for different reasons that you guys want.
absolutely. So
I guess now it's till next time. I think.
Yeah, till next.
I think it's not going to be very far because this year we decided to go a bit more often to be more involved with webinars. So I think
So
you're gonna see us very
next month, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Thank you for your time, guys.
Thank you guys.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.